So this is like some sort of magic product that just gets out all the frizz. Hey y'all, it's Carlin and welcome to my channel. Y'all, today we are doing a wash and go with the Miche Mousse and the Mousse gel. The same gel that we used, I think, a few videos back. And I also used the Mousse too in another video. And you know, we did like a little versus. And I thought the Chief Rocker Mousse was a little bit better than this one. If you didn't know, they're both gel to mousses. So that's why I did a little comparison to see which one worked the best. Now, I thought this one was good too. I just thought the Chief Rocker was a little bit better. But today, I just want to see how well that it'll work with the gel that it has. You know, I've kind of done this before with a gel to mousse and then using a gel with it too. So it's just kind of like gel and a mousse, like two gels and a mousse in, you know, in one combo. So we're going to try it and see if it'll, you know, be a good combo. I already know the Miche gel is really good on its own, but it's just like such a firm hold, and it does say that on here. So it says frizz free firm hold, and it's not lying about that. It's definitely frizz free, and that is a firm hold. Like, you're not gonna have any frizz, and you're probably gonna have a crunch, and the curls are gonna be super defined. I mean, like, no sign of frizz. But I do like a wash and go like that on the first day. Like, that's good to me, because that kind of guarantees for me that it's just gonna last a long time. But I just want to see if maybe this with the mousse can maybe give, like, you know, maybe a little bit softer of a hold. I've already done this one side right here, and you know, it's looking pretty good. It's super defined, shiny, and all that stuff. So I just have this one side over here left that I need to do. And I don't know why I have this logic, but I just feel like a gel to mousse foam would maybe feel a little bit more different than like a typical foam. But it really doesn't. It feels exactly the same. Like, there's no difference in how it feels, how it looks. So it's just kind of strange how it can be that. But I just guess that's, you know, in the magic of the product, I guess. So I've done this one section right here with the mousse and the gel, and as you can see, it starts to take pretty good definition on its own right off the bat. Not every product does that. That's why I mention that sometimes, at least with my hair, it does it. So it's starting to, you know, take on that good definition really good and really fast. So this is how my hair looks before I'm applying anything like the mousse and the gel. Like, this is just, of course, just the leave-in that I have in my hair, and I used the same one that I think I've been using, the black, the My Black is Beautiful, the My Black is Beautiful Tangle Slayer conditioning cream. And then I also use the Kinky Curly too. I like to like do one section of just that to, you know, the My Black is Beautiful, to like get one good coat, and then I just use this one to mainly detangle. So that's just mainly for the My Black is Beautiful is strictly for an additional boost or base of moisture for me, and then like I said, the Kinky Curly is just for detangling. So yeah, one more time, this is how it looks. So let's go ahead and go in with the mousse. And I always like to go in with the mousse first, because I know a lot of people, I know I've said this before, like a lot of people, like I've even had some people ask me, like, you know, which is better, mousse or gel. But I did a video on that. I've mentioned this before. I've done a video on that, and I compared to the two, and there was like really no difference at all. But the reason why I do it like this is because, if you know, mousse is water based, so it's just an additional amount of water on my hair. And then especially with a strong hold gel, it's just kind of like, you know, locking everything in and sealing everything in with that water that you just put on your head with the mousse. So this is how my hair looks after the mousse and the gel. So you can see it's very defined, and there's like no frizz. And with me, like, the frizz start coming back within a matter of seconds for me. So this is really good. I don't usually see my hair like looking this like flat, I guess would be the word, as soon as I get done putting the product in. But this is doing really good at just like eliminating the frizz. Like I said, like that gel is gonna take out all the frizz. Like this is probably the best gel that I use. This, you're not gonna have like no kind of frizz. And I do go ahead and use my dimming brush just at the ends, just for a little bit of help, but it really didn't need it. I'm just doing that for, you know, just a little boost. Also, another thing that I like about these two products together is it's looking like, seemingly, a lot of times when I use my dimming brush, even just on my ends, because that's the only place where I'm using it, this part right here always start to puff up. Like it'll puff up like really bad, like get really frizzy in this section right here. But with these products, that's not happening. So this is like some sort of magic product that just gets out all the frizz. So y'all, I'm done now. And it's funny because I was just thinking about this. Like I said in another video that I can't remember what I said it about, but I was just like, it's not magic. Like frizz is still gonna be there in my hair anyway, but this one is definitely magic. Like how, like I didn't have like not one bit of frizz, like none whatsoever. Like the frizz just disappeared. Like this is magic. Like I really feel like this is magic, because especially though if my hair dries frizz free, because it dried frizz free with just the gel, but I'm using the Mousse to try to help it with a little bit of, you know, volume. And I'm hoping that it can do that, because like I said, that was the purpose of me using these two anyway, because like I said, just the gel on its own, like it's just so, yeah, unvolumized or whatever the word is, I don't know. But like I'm hoping that this can give me just a little bit more body. Like the frizz free is good, especially on day one, because usually it's gonna get a little bit bigger after those days anyway, but sometimes you want to see that on day one, right? So I'm hoping that that'll be the case with this. But like I said, we're gonna let this dry and then we're gonna see. We gonna see. So y'all, this is how my hair turned out, and it's actually pretty good, because this is actually almost exactly what I was expecting, because you know, with just the gel, I'll try to put a picture up here, but it was like very defined, like no frizz at all. And I was thinking that this was gonna, you know, give me minimal frizz, less frizz, but you know, just more volume. So, and that's exactly what I got. The volume, but also the definition, like the perfect balance. I feel like almost the perfect balance of frizz and definition. So I feel like this turned out really good. I did have a crunch, which I always say, like I love a crunch. So anytime I mention a crunch, like I'm happy about the crunch. Like I always love me a crunch, but it's completely soft now with the oil. Like you would have never known that I had a crunch with how soft it is now, how soft the oil made it. Y'all already know I used the dimming brush at the end, so it's very defined at the end, but there is frizz. Like I was telling y'all, like with just the gel, like I didn't have any frizz, but you could see like this just gave me, you know, more frizz, which is for me just, you know, creates a little bit of volume. So like I said, that's exactly what I was expecting. So I'm happy with the results. Tell me what y'all think. Which one do y'all like better? Just the gel by itself, or do you like the gel and the mousse combo? Have you ever used the gel? What do you think of, or have you ever used the mousse? And if you have, what do you think of it? And if you use the gel too, let me know, and what do you think of that? But I think they're both really, really good products. Now that I'm thinking about it though, like I really did want, you know, more volume, so that's why I used the mousse to see if it could give me a little bit more volume. But now that I think about it, like it's a gel to mousse formula, which is supposed to, you know, give me the hold of a gel. So it's kind of confusing now when I think about it, like why do I have so much frizz? And if this is supposed to be a gel to mousse, maybe it's not the same gel formula in the mousse that it is in this gel, so maybe that's why. Like I said, this is what I wanted, and this is what I expected to happen, like more volume, like a little bit more frizz. But like I said, now that I think about it, it's just like I feel like I just used like double gel and mousse at the same time, but I don't know. Like I said, maybe it's just a different formula, or I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking about it wrong. I don't know. But anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, please let me know in the comments what you think. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye.